UFC Fight Night, du Plessis vs Usman, just wrapped up, and let's get straight into this main event, boys. This was a very fun card overall. Couple dull moments, I thought it was a very fun card. Dricus du Plessis absolutely dominates Kamaru Usman, 50-45, 50-44. I had it, giving Usman a round's kind of crazy. I thought Dricus won every round. Round 5 was the only one that I guess you could give Usman, but still, I would not have gave it to Usman. Dricus clearly won. Very dominant win, dude. Amazing performance from Dricus. I had him by finish, and he was fine. I can't believe Usman survived, dude. I can't believe Usman survived. He is durable as hell. He took some massive shots against Dricus. Actually, did he get knocked out? I don't think he didn't even get knocked down once. He got rocked badly multiple times. We'll start round 1. Good bit patient from both. Dricus is landing good. I think he jelly-legged him with a cross. I think he landed the cross and another cross in this round. Jelly-legged him. It was a good opening round from Dricus. Very clear round. Round 2. This was a fucking beatdown. This is why he landed that knee. I don't know how Kamaru Usman took that knee. That was a clean knee. Kamaru went to jab to the body. Dricus popped a knee. Cleaned him right into the dome of Kamaru Usman. He went jelly-legged, didn't get dropped by it. Dricus is a fucking tank. He's big, he's powerful, he has knockout power. Doesn't have one-shot knockout power, but he does have power. Landed a clean knee, rocked him bad. I think he might have landed a head kick in this round too. I can't remember that well. I'm filming this. It is like the next morning, so you know. Give me a bit of slack. I thought this was a 10-8. This was Dricus' most dominant round of the fight. Kamaru didn't really land anything. And you know what? Dricus du Plessis' wrestling has improved. Kamaru in this fight, he shot takedowns, but he couldn't really commit. He's so old, bro. The age is really catching up to him because he didn't have the explosive ability to explode in and get a takedown here. Over the whole fight, I'd say he only had one real close attempt where he actually took him down, but Dricus got straight back up. It's clearly something he's been working on. It was a massive hole in his game in the Chimaev fight, and, you know, he's clearly improved. And a Chimaev rematch, it would be interesting. It would be interesting. So, yeah, this was a complete shutout round for Dricus. This round here, I think Usman did okay in this round. Did he? I can't remember. I think this was similar to round 1. It was just a Dricus dominating round. Let's skip. It was just a dominant round for Dricus. Round 4, Usman started doing decent. I think he started landing a jab. I think he got close to a takedown in this round. Landing the cross. There was still a Dricus round. But he did decent. He got rocked in this round too. I think he got rocked by a head kick in this round. Was a closer round. I wouldn't say complete domination. Dricus still very clearly won this round. And I thought he clearly won round 5. But it was Kamaru's best round. He started off well. He got rocked by a head kick in this round badly twice. It's still a clear Dricus round in my opinion. I mean, he got rocked by a head kick twice here. Badly rocked. But then at the end of the round, Kamaru Usman starts fucking thrown to the bleachers, pressuring. Because he knows he's down. He knows he needs a finish. Dricus shot like a desperation shot. Kamaru's going forward. He's having an exchange at the end, smashing him up against the cage. Dricus landed a big right hook at the end of the round as well. But it was a good ending for Kamaru Usman. Still a Dricus round. It was 50-45 Dricus du Plessis, baby. 50-45 Dricus du Plessis. And on the mic, he said he respected him. He said, I'm going to go get my belt back. And called out Chimaev, not calling him out to a fight, but saying, you're a fucking, basically saying, you're a bitch. We want real fights in main events, not holding down wrestling. And Dricus du Plessis, that fight eats away at him. He hates that fight. He's calling Chimaev, I'm not sure he's the boogeyman. I'd say like wet blanket of the division, you know. He really hates that Chimaev performance, dude. But look, I love Dricus. He might be my favourite fighter. He's definitely at top 3, yeah. I love Dricus, dude. But his wrestling defense in that fight was piss poor. But if he has a significantly improved wrestling defense and he can stop some shots of Hamzat, it won't be Strickland on the feet. It will be a fucking slaughter on the feet. So yeah, this was a really good performance from Dricus. Back in the win column. I think he should fight Brendan Allen next at the end of the year. Although he has 2 wins over Strickland, and I don't mind him getting a title shot, I think guys like Imavov are above him, and even like a Hamzat Chimaev could get another title shot, although I do think it would be somewhat undeserved. So yeah, good performance from Dricus. Kamaru needs to retire, he's too old. The age has really caught up to him here. You can see the knees looked, although Dricus didn't stomp at the knees looked a little bit cooked in this fight. They looked a little bit cooked. Like when he'd go to shoot, it's like, oh, look, probably he couldn't go and fully explode in to take him down because he's that withered and old. But yeah, sick performance from Drickus back in the win column. Let's go Drickus, dude. I love Drickus. CLD versus Jared Cannonier. Man, this should have been a knockout for CLD. Christian Leroy Duncan, he can't get knockouts in front of crowds. He doesn't have a single knockout in front of a crowd. He is missing that big highlight where the crowd goes wild. He's never gotten a proper finish in front of a crowd. It's never happened. This was a dominant win though. I scored at 30-27. Round 2 was competitive though. And Cannonier had like a moment. Dude, he spins so much. Round 1 was a dominant round from CLD. But fuck Cannonier, man. He's so making it really boring in the clinch, dude. Just holding him there in the clinch. Not doing any damage at all. Shooting in. Stalling out the fight, let's be real. Oh, also, this is the first time, you know in UFC 5 when someone catches your kick and then you throw the jumping knee? He did the UFC 5 animation in real life. I've never seen that before. He's the first person who's actually, I use that all the time in UFC 5. The first person to ever do that I've ever seen is CLD. Mad respect. Yeah, this was a pretty dull fight in my opinion. First round was a good round for CLD. Round 2 was a bit crafty for Cannonier. I think he landed some decent shots. It was still CLD. He landed some decent shots in the clinch. Cannonier somehow took that spinning elbow off CLD. It was like a clean spinning elbow to the jaw. And he just tanked it like nothing. CLD doesn't hit that hard, man. For someone who's so like athletic and shredded and huge, doesn't seem to have that much power. So yeah, this was a closer round. He doesn't seem to hit that hard. And then round 3 was a very dominant round for CLD. Rocked him a couple times in this fight. In this round, he rocked him overall in the fight a few times. Start of this round, he started throwing straight punches. And I think if he forgot about the spinning, as much as I love him spinning, he forgot about the spinning all the time. He still threw spins, but not as often. Because this guy just spins 24/7. He has a wild style. You know, he with the straight boxing, he was rocking Cannonier. I think if he used the straight boxing, he could have knocked out Cannonier. But CLD, he's yet to have that highlight in front of a crowd, you know. Pelayev, Delidze, now Cannonier. All the times he's fought in front of a crowd, never gotten a KO. It's tough. In the Apex, he's a fucking different demon. But in front of a crowd, he seems to not be able to put it all together. But it was a pretty decent performance from CLD. Cannonier does have it. He's rockable. He does have a decent chin, though. So it was a good win from Leroy Duncan. He had a good performance. Chase Hooper versus Mitch Ramirez. I was originally going with Mitch Ramirez because Chase Hooper has just looked so bitchable recently. Like losing to Lance Gibson Jr. and losing to Alexander Hernandez. I did go Chase Hooper by submission, though, in the end. I switched my pick. It worked, paid off, and not much to break down here. Was a very easy submission. Chase Hooper, man, his fights go one of two ways. Either he can't get the takedown and he gets fucking slimed out on the feet, or he gets the takedown. And on the ground, he's a different beast, dude. He's very good on the ground. Very high level BJJ. When you're like, especially early on when you're dry, dude, this is like next level BJJ from Chase Hooper. He's very, very skilled in that area. Very skilled. Mitch is a can, though. He is a can. This should have been like losing to Lance Gibson, bro. Tough loss. Lance Gibson's kind of good, though. He went close with Bobby Green. So, yeah, good performance on Chase Hooper. Not much to break down here. Easy sub. Like, I was thinking about it. After beating guys like Jim Miller, I was like, Jim Miller is a decent. He just beat fucking Jared Gordon. Like, he should be able to beat Mitch, and he did. Good performance from Chase Hooper back in the win column. Had a good moment on the mic. Shouted out saying, stop gooning. I think we all should take some notes from that. Now, Chase Hooper back on the Charles Oliveira run. He took his couple losses. He's having a daughter. He needs to get some tattoos across the chest. He needs to complete a blonde hair, and he will be the champion. Justin Gaethje, Ilia Topuria, count your days. Chase Hooper's coming up. Fatima Klein versus Tabatha Ricci. This was a really good performance from Fatima Klein. I'll break down a WMMA fight for a minute. I'll do it on this channel. It was a really good performance from Fatima Klein. This could be the future champion of the division. She's very well-rounded. She punches like a man, has real power in the hands. Very, very skilled. Ricci is a bit of a can. I guess she's kind of hot. She has a nice ass. You know, that's why they have her. She's a little bit hot-ish. Fatima Klein looked really good. You know, this is the longest you're going to get me breaking down a WMMA fight. Great performance from Fatima Klein. Dominated Richie. Won a very dominant decision here. Couldn't quite get the finish. It was a great performance. And this could be a contender for the belt. Like, she probably beats Mackenzie Dunn right now. I can't lie. She's very, very good. Very good, Fatima Klein. And young as well. Like, for Tabitha Richie is definitely not the best, but no one dominates her in that fashion like that. Like, so at the end of the fight, suplexing her around, looking at DC, was a really good performance from Klein. Tommy McMillan, Alberto Montez. Website? What? Alright, let's reload this. I love Tommy Gunn. And can I say, and look at the sheer volume this guy puts out. He is prime Nick Diazing out there. The volume he puts on you is genuinely insane. Genuinely insane. And can I say, I picked Alberto Montez in the fight, but as I thought about him more, if you asked me 20 minutes before the fight happened who's going to win, I would say Tommy McMillan. I picked Montez. It was a bad pick. It was a very bad pick. But yeah, this was such a sick performance from Tommy McMillan. The sheer volume he puts on is crazy. Round 1, he got knocked down twice, I think. 0? He definitely got knocked down. And I gave round 1 to Montez. Although the body language is really bad off Montez, I think 2 knockdowns wins the round over McMillan. His body language was bad, and I don't hate you giving McMillan the round, because he did rock him in this round a bit. But I think, you know, the getting dropped twice wins you the round, I'd say. But, dude, Alberto Montez really does not like the pressure, man. Does not like the pressure. Does not like the pressure. And this was such a sick performance, dude. People are hating on Tommy McMillan. How? He creates entertainment. He creates fun moments. He has the build-up. He has the trash talk. Before the fight, he's getting in Montez's face. He's chatting shit to him. He is a fucking true savage, dude. Like the weigh-in, face-off, dude. This is a future star right here. Is he going to be a champion? Probably not. But is he going to put on bangers every single time? Yes, and you have to respect him and like him for that. Round 1 was a fucking sick. The whole fight was a sick round. Round 1 was a semi-competitive round, but then we go to round 2. He got, oh dude, Tommy the pace he can put on is fucking crazy. The pure volume over and over again. He's smashing elbows. He's not putting all the power into it, and he doesn't hit that hard, but he's just going at you again. And there's only so much you can take. There's only so much you can take. He's digging to the body over and over again. Body, head. He's pressuring. He's roughing it up, getting you in the smashing knees, smashing elbows. Landing good ground and pound, you know, rocking Montez in this fight. Did he drop him in this round? No, I guess he dropped him in round 3, right? 2 times, yeah. Dude, this round was just Tommy McMillan going forward, bullying Alberto Montez, pressuring him, pushing him back. He's kind of like a Brandon Royval style a bit. Very similar to Brandon Royval. He's really good, man. And round 3 was fucking, man, this was just Alberto Montez getting pressured over and over again, getting absolutely battered with volume, and there's only so much you can take, getting smashed with knees and elbows, lots of punches. He got dropped multiple times, it was a TKO. Tommy McMillan is a fucking real deal, dude. Is he a champion? I already said no, but he's going to put on sick fights and you have to respect it. And this was such a sick performance from Tommy Gunn, dude. Tommy Gunn. Amazing performance from Tommy McMillan. Definitely going to be a contender in the division. Defense is going to have to tidy up blow, but he is very good, and it was a really good performance. Austin Bache, Jose Miguel Delgado. An underdog here. Jose Delgado closed out as an underdog. This should have been a slime out for Jose Delgado, bro. This should have been a slime out. I had him by decision, but after seeing round 1, so we'll go through round 1. Explosive. Austin Bashley had a flash knockdown early. Clipped Delgado with a left hook. Was a flash knockdown. He was like not concussed at all. Very flash knockdown. But you know, he had a moment. In the end of the round, Delgado, Bashley walks into a big right hand, drops him bad, then a knee as well. Bashley's got a really good chin to not get KO'd by those shots. Delgado had sick takedown defense too. He's really good defensive wrestler, Delgado. He's a great defensive wrestler, dude. Delgado's a fucking beast, man. But the fight IQ's a bit of an issue. Round 2 and 3 was a little bit dull. Very low output from both. I gave Delgado all rounds, but this was very low output. Both picking their shots well. Delgado on the back foot, using his range while throwing the jab, throwing the front kicks. Round 3 was a low key. I did score a round on damage, low. On damage. I did give it all to Delgado on damage. But this round could have went... There's actually an argument round 2 and 3 could have went to Bashley. I did score into Delgado, but they were very close. Kind of similar to Piotr Jan O'Malley kind of scoring for round 1 and 3. Although they did give it to Delgado, I agree. This was the right decision. But yeah, this should have been a knockout for Delgado. Should have been a KO. After seeing like how Bashi was on the feet, he should have signed him out. But it was a good win for Delgado. Bashi is a good fighter and he will be back. They're both top. They're both really young. My crafty underdog, JPL, Jean-Paul Bosniani. I picked this guy as a pretty big underdog here. And the fight was very, very close. I picked this guy as a big underdog. But he's been training BJJ since he's 3 years old. 3 years old. And people saying Suk-Yong Ko was going to ragdoll him easy. I'm like, you're out of your mind. He's been training BJJ his whole life. He's going to be able to stop the takedowns. And he did stop all of his takedowns. He was the one getting the grappling going. He was getting close submission attempts. He was taking down Suk-Yong Ko. And this isn't the end of Suk-Yong Ko. He is very good. Ko is still really good. He's still definitely going to have a good career in the UFC. But is this a bit of a fraud check? Yes. But JPL's good, man. Round 1 was a very clear round for Suk-Yong Ko. And this fight could have been either way. It was very close. This was a clear round for Suk-Yong Ko. Very close. But he was just jabbing him up. He's very confident, Suk-Yong Ko, in his stance. Pumping out the jab like on a corkscrew jabs. It was really nice from Suk-Yong Ko. He's very, very good, man. Very good, Suk-Yong Ko is. No joke. He's a really good fighter. But JPL's too damn good, dude. Too damn good. This was a good round for Suk-Yong Ko. Round 2 was a JPL round. They're both going competitive on the feet. JPL's landing. He puts combinations together and he catches him at the end of combinations. Had a takedown. Had some control time here. He had some control time on Suk-Yong Ko in this round. Had a really close guillotine attempt that was tight. And it was a great round from JPL. Round 3 was really close. It was really close. But I think the takedown and the body shot combination at the end won it for JPL. It was a close round though. And it could have went either way. People saying it was a robbery. I'm like, are you crazy? I thought JPL won. It was very, very close. Could have went either way. It was a very fun fight. You know, Suk-Yong Ko's fights, his last 2 have been very boring. This was a very fun fight here. You know, when 2 grapplers go against each other, a lot of the time it turns out to be really fun striking fights. And that's what we got here. It was a great performance from John Paul. I think the body shot combination at the end of the round won it for him. With the takedown and the flurry at the end won it for him. I had him by knockout here because if you look at Suk-Yong Ko's finishes, they do tend to be by knockout, but he lost. So I picked him by knockout. It was a risky pick. I probably should have went for a decision, but anyway, my crafty underdog, dude, JPL. I like JPL. It was a biased pick and it pulled off. Great performance from John Paul. Great performance from John Paul. Suk-Yong Ko will be back. He is very good. They're both very good. This was a sick fight and a great performance from John Paul. Levy Rodriguez versus Felipe Franco. Levy Rodriguez, he looks retarded, right? And in MMA, that's a great thing to have. And I was nervous for Felipe Franco. If you're retarded, that's a great thing to have. I had Franco by decision again, dude. You know, I got 100% finish rate. It's a bit of a stupid pick. But he went pretty close with Mario Pinto. Mario Pinto is, I think, very good. So yeah, round 1, they both rock each other in this round. It was a really fun fight. At the end of the round, Felipe Franco takes him down low. I think he gets into the mount, which is the finishing one in round 2. He gets him in mount, lands some ground and pound, and like, yeah, takedowns are going to be the key to victory for Franco. Franco, I'd say, won this round. Levy Rodriguez had moments, though he rocked him in this round pretty badly. And we go to round 2. 0 strikes, bro. He takes him down instantly, basically. Gets an easy guard pass to mount. Finishes, lands nasty elbows and ground and pound. Hamzat Chimaev. I know it was a while ago. Dagestanis. It's called ground and pound, bro. You inbred fucks. They don't throw any ground and pound, these cowards. Yeah. Great performance from Felipe Franco, dude. Great performance from Felipe Franco. Another underdog I called off here. I did great on my underdog picks. Ezra Elliott, Damian Anderson. Oh my god. I'm not talking about this fight for long. It was a good performance from Ezra Elliott. Great grappling. Took him down over and over again. Very, very boring. And Bisping saying, you know, on damage, Damian Anderson did run round 1. It wasn't that crazy because the flurry that he landed on the single leg was more damage than Ezra Elliott did. I'm not talking about this fight for long. This was a fucking terrible fight. Ezra Elliott's a good grappler. He's a good fighter. But God, that was so dull, Ezra Elliott. You are a boring cunt. Alden Correa, Stuart Nickel. Alden Correa always underperforms. This should have been a KO. Should have been a finish. Really bad fight IQ from Courier. You have a massive advantage on the feet. Use it. Use the advantage on the feet. Please, bro. You have the big advantage on the feet. Why are you going to Stuart Nichols' world and grappling? Why? Why, man? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? This was a good performance from, well, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Lackluster performance from Courier. This was a very boring fight. Very boring decision. You know, Courier, he is a good boxer and he's technically sound. He has good ability. He's young. He's athletic. He moves well. Good footwork. He is slick. Doesn't really let his hands go a lot, and that leads him to winning these lackluster decisions. He's 2 in a row now for a bit lackluster. So, yeah, good performance from Courier-ish. He should have got a KO here. It was lackluster. This was a nasty finish. RJ Harris, you should have got a performance bonus, bro. That's what I thought. Should have been a performance bonus. Round 1, Hines is press. I picked Hines in this fight. He was the favourite. We don't really know RJ Harris. It's a coin flip. Like, I don't know RJ Harris. I'll be real. He's just a fucking tall cunt. And Alvin Hines, you know, had a decent debut. Alvin Hines throwing leg kicks, landing some, missing some. And then, I think RJ Harris had some decent shots to the box, landed a good cross, and then a nasty uppercut right on the forehead of Alvin Hines on the dome. Literally sends Alvin Hines off his feet. He falls up off his feet. Like, it was really nasty, dude. Really nasty. And Alvin Hines goes out, invited all his family here just to get slimed out. Good performance from RJ Harris. Had a really cool moment on the mic. He's having a kid. Good for him. He seems like a good guy. And we got heavyweights improving him. Maybe this, I don't know, but he doesn't seem the most athletic, but he could be a contender in this division. Heavyweight's so weak. RJ Harris looked good. Great performance from RJ Harris. Should have got the bonus, I thought. Johnny Barboza had an easy win, got a really nice submission. And yeah, that's the full card. I thought it was a very fun card. I enjoyed the card. Not the best, some dull moments, but I thought it was the card. How do I pick? 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, 9-1, 10. No, 9-1. So 9-2, 10-2. I did very good on predictions this card. Man, I should have picked Tommy McMillan, dude. But hey, very fun card. I enjoyed it. And that's the end of the video. Like, subscribe to look good. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.